know what? That music's growing on me, and I think I'm really enjoying that entry now. And it just comes on automatically because I've used it before. I don't even have to press it, whereas before I had to press it. Anyway, welcome everybody to another episode of Welsh Chat. I'm FIDE Master John from Blackburn. I'm joined with FIDE Master Johan Rees, and waiting in the lobby to get in because he's had some technical issues this evening. He's been wearing he's focused too much on wearing his Welsh top, hasn't he? That's what's happened.
I can hear you, lads. I can hear you. We've got there. Shall I bore you by telling you the issue?
Yeah, tell me.
I had my monitor plugged in, and apparently when I've got my monitor plugged in, I can't hear people on this call. So I unplugged it, and now I can hear. I just can't see, obviously, because I've got bad eyes.
It's lucky that you're super tech.
It's lucky I know how to unplug stuff, yeah.
It's weird, though, actually, because sometimes the computers don't make sense, right? And so I'm using two screens. So here I'm looking at my laptop, but here I'm actually also looking at your faces. So that's why you see me looking to the other side. But sometimes when I start up with my second screen, it disconnects me from my Wi-Fi. And all I have to do is unplug this extra monitor and it reconnects to the Wi-Fi again. But most of the time, it's perfectly normal. It doesn't make any sense whatsoever. But okay, it's a bit weird. Okay, well, in this episode, we're going to be having obviously a look at the Welsh Blitz and Rapid Championships that took place this weekend, after the usual look at the calendar and ratings. And then, guys, what else have we got to talk about? Were there any other big tournaments going on that we probably should maybe have a look at or something? Can't think of any.
Not much chess going on.
Wasn't much chess going on, was there, this past week? No. No big events. No.
Nothing relevant.
Nothing relevant, no. Well, obviously, we might have a little look at the candidates and just to discuss that. Obviously, seeing as it's probably the biggest chess tournament, I think it's. Do you think it's better than the World Championships?
Oh yeah.
Especially
Especially this particular one had so many decisive games, and I think it's going to be like that from now on. Which is great. Isn't it? So
well, hang on a minute. There's been a comment in chat already, and I've got to show it. Mr. Slag mugging off Mr. Bullen already. We like that. We like that a lot.
I mean, I would like to see. I second that if the game's available.
Do you know what's worse? Do you know the worst part about it is? I did have a copy of the game because Rudy wrote his moves down in the rapid on a duplicate score sheet, and at the end of the game, he gave me the copy. But when I got home, I put it in the bin.
What? The honour of having a score sheet written by Rudy should be on your fridge.
I bet he signed it for you as well, did he?
I didn't look, to be honest. I was like, what's he giving me this for? He canes me and then gives me a score sheet so I want to remember the game.
Did he? Oh, how was the game? So it was a bit of it wasn't a blunder at the end of something or something. It was a proper.
It wasn't the game. It
wasn't a good one, was it?
Gary, I'd love to have that. Can you send that in? That would be fantastic. Have you got a copy of the? You can take a picture, maybe send it to the.
Why has Gary got a copy?
I don't know how. Obviously it's a famous game, isn't it?
Rudy's probably gone photocopied them and handed them out to everyone.
So Gary, if you just send it to welshchesschat@gmail.com. That'll come through. I did have an email from before, so it's just welshchesschat@gmail.com. And by all means, people in the chat, if you want to see us send us some other Welsh chess information and news, we would love to hear about it. Anything that's going on in your area or your clubs, anything that we don't know about, please send it through. But yeah, I'm not surprised that Rudy spread it around, Alex, because you're a famous scout now, aren't you?
So someone in chat said that Rudy lost on time. Isn't that physically impossible?
It was the first round of the Blitz, and I don't think they played quite a lot of moves as well before a spectator pointed out actually that he'd flagged, which caused a bit of a fuss. But
hang on a minute, is that allowed for a spectator to point it out?
It's not, but what can you do, right?
Yeah, is an arbiter allowed to point it out? I think they are, aren't they?
Arbiters are, aren't they? Yeah. I mean, what's a spectator doing? Oh my god, that's terrible, isn't it?
Yeah, it's not ideal, but
okay.
I think it's the sort of thing you should probably get announced at the start of the tournament because you have some people who are less experienced. I've heard the guy who pointed it out. So
I guess we are getting this mix though of people who aren't, let's say, shall we say, tournament savvy and kind of know how to behave sometimes, and it's not necessarily their fault though either. It's kind of like they just don't know, and normal convention where you think, oh, somebody's lost on time, just point it out, when actually you can't do that. Would be okay. Maybe there's some sort of things to get on with. But should we start then with was that the Rapid Play Championships? Or no, that was the Blitz, was it? So should we start with going over that before we look at the calendar and ratings?
Yeah.
A bit of a change to the schedule, mix it up a little bit. Okay, right. Well, I'll bring in the final results then of the Rapid Play Championships. Pull that over here. Wrong one. So the Welsh Rapid Play Championships took place on the Saturday, and it was 9 rounds. 9 rounds? Was it 9 rounds?
It was 9 rounds of 15 plus 10. I mean, that was savage. Like the players were actually. The players were trying to get it cut down to 7 rounds during the tournament. And the arbiters like, we've advertised it as 9. We have to play 9.
Oh, wow.
I didn't mind.
What time was start and finish then? It was a long day.
Started at 11, which is quite a late start, but it went on till gone 7 p.m. It was
a long day of chess, isn't it? Wow.
That's exactly what you want, though, isn't it? A long day of chess. Yeah, I don't mind that. I'm all right for the 9 rounds. You should have made it 11, really. Next time. Have it over 2 days.
I swear when I played, it was 5 rounds of like half an hour each. That was the standard Rapid Play time limit back in the day, wasn't it? The good old days. Half an hour each. Job done.
Oh, yeah, with flagging and all that sort of stuff. And even last year, it was 6 rounds, I think, but it was slightly longer. Maybe it was 20 plus 10. But, they have to tweak the format every now and again.
Okay, and it's good to see, obviously, Kevin, the tournament director, but thanks very much to Nathan, Russell, and Hannah as well for still arbitering at the event. And let's have a look at the results. So we actually had, was it 29? Well, I guess Tim didn't turn up. So 28 entrants, which is quite good, right?
Yeah, I think that's good. Good.
Okay, and these are your final standings after 9 rounds. And, inevitable after 9 rounds, dropping only half a point, Jose Camacho Colados. Congratulations on your victory, sir. What did he get for it? Was there a nice trophy there at all?
No, but he got a decent cash prize, I'd say, for 1 day's work.
1 day's
was
work.
it?
Sorry?
What was the cash prize then?
200 for first.
What?
And he'd have won less for coming second at the Welsh. So he won 200 for the Rapid, and then whoever won the Blitz, that we'll find out, also won 200. So if you won both, you could get 400.
Oh my god, that's ridiculous! So it's like 2 days' work instead of 4, right? When you compare it to
more
the
money than the Welsh Championships.
More money. That's ridiculous. Wow.
Look at John, he's fuming there. He wished he'd come down now to finish.
I would have come down for, obviously I wouldn't have won it, especially playing as shit as I am.
Wow.
Right, I had to block Gary. He's he's already sent it through. We've already got it here. Hold on. We have the results up. We mentioned that Jose came first. We completely ignore that I came second. We close it down and go straight to me, one of the 2 games I lost. I mean,
it's only because I opened up the email.
Is he annotated it as well?
Oh, yeah. Of course he has.
This is fantastic. Right, we don't care about the results. Okay, we'll flip back. Hang on, we'll flip back just to make him happy. Congratulations, Alex.
Well done.
Second.
So you got a prize, I assume, right?
Yeah, I got 100.
Oh, nice.
And if you notice, my tiebreak 3 is actually better than Jose's. So really, if we use tiebreak 3, I probably won, actually.
Well, no, you're joint winner then with Derek if you're going to choose that.
Oh, but I beat him on head-to-head, so then we go back to some other tiebreak.
It's amazing how he thinks these things of how he actually won when he didn't win.
I'll take seconds, but Jose was in a different class. I'll take second.
I mean, to be fair, you lost to the 2 favourites, which was Jose and Rudy. So, yeah, fair enough. You beat everybody else by the looks of things.
And I gave Jose a gift.
I thought it was the Blitz that you lost to Rudy. It
No.
was the Rapid.
I had him with the Blitz. Unfortunately, there's no record of that game, is there? No.
Well, we don't want to see that game anyway.
Right, that explains how he recorded it. Because I thought you texted us that you lost to him in the Blitz. And then I was like, how on earth has he recorded the Blitz game?
Sadly not.
Right. Okay.
Well, just to round out the top three, shall we say, we've got Derek, Jones, Sam Jukes, and Tom Brown on 6 points out of 9. Some credible scores there. The pre-tournament favourite, Rudy van Kemenard, for this time control 5.5, jointly with Greg Tojcek, Michael Gale, and Vismith Prabhu, who was a junior, not playing in the junior section then. But yeah, that looks like a very good tournament. Although I'm sure Greg lost quite a few rating points, be a bit unhappy with his performance. But yeah, well done, Alex, for coming second, and well done, Jose, for winning it. But really, we do want to look at this. So we don't care about anything else.
Yeah.
Basically, for this entire hour, really, I don't really care
Yeah.
about anything else.
Although-
This is what we want to
Although
look
it's probably
at.
quite a short game, so we'll have to look at it twice, maybe.
Well,
but-
hang on. Do we want to look at it from Rudy's point of view or Alex's point of view? Because
Rudy's.
Let's look at Rudy's point of view. I mean,
Right,
okay.
before you start, can we just bear in mind this is rapid, right? And remember,
Okay.
it was always my turn in this game as well. It's not like you have some thinking time while it's Rudy's turn. It was always my turn. The 50 minutes went quickly, so let's just tone down the judgment.
Judgment. Hang on. Let me just make it a little bit bigger for our viewers. There we go. Okay, so Alex is white here. D6. What a great response to D4, challenging you straight away. And then you transpose to some perky thing. He plays this, the check perk. I love this line. This is fantastic. I mean, I don't know why he's annotated Queen C7 here. I mean, it's okay, just a different opening, but fair enough. So obviously many people here fall for knight takes E4 next move because the knight's pinned. But okay, so bishop D3, E5. Now, why has it got annotations here? Okay, just with white's other main moves. Yeah, you can bring the knight out. Okay, so I guess Rudy's just very happy with this opening. Knight D2 from Alex. I like it, Alex, actually. I quite like that.
Yeah. He was waiting to criticise, and then...
Yeah, I am waiting to criticise something. Knight C5, going after that bishop. Give me that bishop. Alex says, no, you will not take my bishop. So here I think I'd probably just castle, and be done with it, but not Rudy.
Oh, no. He's heading to that juicy F4 square, right?
Well, I was thinking bishop E6 here. Mind you, he probably wants the bishop for the H3 pawn, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, there's no point castling, is there, if you're going to go this way. So actually here, hang on, all of white's pieces are on the queen side, Alex.
I can see something coming on the king side.
They're clustered over this side of the board. They're just thinking, we don't care about our king. And because we know where Rudy's pieces are going, don't we?
Oh, we do.
We do.
He considered G5.
He did? What a move. He considered this pawn sack. Fantastic. This is how you play chess, people, if you're watching.
He considered it.
Happy here. Queen H5, white's doing well, right?
Well, Queen H5. Well, Rudy's got Queen F3 as the best move, Alex, so it's probably Queen F3.
I disagree with that.
Yeah, and actually maybe even Knight C5 might be a better intermezzo, but okay. Yeah. Considered this, but the cloud engines say that castles is just equal. Okay, H6. Bishop E3. Now it's getting into, this is Rudy territory now. G5.
I bet you were starting to get a bit worried at this point, Alex, were you? Down to 1 minute on the clock.
Quite low on time as well.
Yeah.
But you've only played 13 moves.
Yeah, but if you're averaging, I don't know, like 30 seconds a move, it goes quite quickly, right?
Okay, well, your attack on the queen side is... Well, even if you get A6 in...
Well, I thought he hasn't developed his pieces, so his attack's not going to work, so I'm going to go for it. Which is sound logic, right?
Oh, no, but this knight...
I mean, I'd say white is probably better at this point.
Yeah, exactly.
I play these kind of positions on the white side, and you just have to know that you're better and believe it and just find the right moves. But yeah,
I love black here.
It's just one move wrong and you lose. But if you're used to it, I actually really like white's position.
If my pawn was on H2, I'd be miles better.
But it's not.
It's not.
So I'm surprised at this move. You just take it straight away. I guess you just don't want to allow that.
He's just going to sack, and you know what he's going to do.
And
I'd have been inviting it.
he loses his g4 advance, which would have been a way to potentially break open the situation in order to get his rook on the g file. And I guess anybody watching from afar, if your chess isn't as good, then this is how you play chess. Although bishop d7 saddens me.
Well, he wants the castle, doesn't he? He needs to get that other rook in the game.
He does. And especially with the queen being right for it now. Oh, he considered castle's queenside. Actually, he also considered b5. What is this?
I mean, I don't think he considered b5, right? Because he just wins, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Oh, just wins.
He obviously didn't.
Like I think b5 just always wins. I saw it even in the game. I couldn't do anything about it. Like b5, just monstrous.
b5 is just.
And like when these moves he's ever taken, they're not moves he considered because he just plays instantly, doesn't he? He hasn't considered anything. He just played the move.
I'm pretty sure that if we ask him, then he will tell us that he did consider that move. So rook d8. Why not castle's queenside then instead of rook d8? What's the?
I guess I have all my pieces on the queen side, so.
But does he care?
Could knight b6 be something?
It might be.
I don't think you need to actually castle yet because you've got it in the bag. You can go like rook g8 or something instead, maybe.
Yeah. Might be an improvement move order. Well, Rudy decided to attack your queen anyway, and well, in a way, we got some more variations. King f8. Is this king heading to h7? Why is he sniggering?
I can't even remember what happens next, to be honest.
Bishop c8.
That knight falls a bit pants, isn't it?
This is class, actually, isn't it? Just bringing the bishop back to c8 here. Just
I love those moves.
Yeah, especially when you brought your rook out already. It's like really nice, and this knight's basically saying, "I look amazing on this square, but actually, I can't do diddly squat." So it looks nice, but both of these knights are actually pretty useless. Queen f3, okay.
Oh yeah, and I saw it in the game. Like if he goes b6 or b5, he wins the whole piece.
But both of you just missed it throughout all of these moves. Quality play.
Oh no, knight g5. I love a good retreating move.
Yeah.
I love a good retreat.
So he could have slipped up here, couldn't he, if he attacked your queen with his rook?
Yeah, I've had him.
That's what you were hoping for.
I was hoping for anything. I wanted to sack at some point on like f4 or something just to try and open the position up.
Oh, like here?
Yeah, but...
Oh, he just blunders a pawn. King h2. Oh, it was forced, was it? Because h3 was under threat.
Yeah, I guess.
Oh, hang on a minute. We got a little comment after knight e2. Continuing the retreat from the queen side.
Bit of an unnecessary comment, wasn't it?
Okay, and here you lose the pawn.
I wonder if he writes these comments like, if he's not intending to email his games out to other people.
Well, he was actually telling me that he stores them and he uses it for preparation for future games. So
right.
So this is an interesting part of the game then. And
yeah, because I won a pawn and then I lost a piece, so it didn't really help. But...
Oof.
Ouch. Yeah, and a queen.
It's unfortunate.
It felt like it was kind of going a bit crazy here, though, right? Because he took this and then you took on f4. And then Rudy's mind works in a great way that most people's first kind of consideration here is to take the knight back. But I'm pretty sure Rudy's first consideration was probably rook g5. Because the way that his brain works is so aggressive, and he's like, I don't need to take that just yet. Let's do this instead. But hey, could you maybe take on f7?
I'm looking at that right now. I mean, I think I end up piece down there. Right?
Yeah, you do, don't you?
You do. Another fixed drop as well. So.
And here you can't do anything again. Can you move your knight on f4? Oh, he takes the bishop at an e4 check is the problem.
Yeah.
Because the queen is attacking the king on h2. That's the problem. Can you do anything else?
Yeah, I think I'm just losing.
You're just busted, aren't you?
Yeah.
And here you can't move your knight. Oh, your bishop's under threat. Okay. And it's game over. Wow. What an amazing game. I mean, yeah. I'll send it out to everybody, make it available. And I don't know how I'm going to do that, but we'll find a way. If you want a copy of the game, by the way, people in chat, please just email in. I'll email it straight to you. He's okay because he came second. He's all right. He's all right because he came second. If he didn't come second, then we wouldn't be as cruel. But
yes, you would.
Okay.
How was your game against Jose?
That was actually a good game. He sacked the piece for 4 pawns, but it was but I had a bishop on b7, and he fianchettoed this bishop on g2 is gone, so it's like a monster bishop. So it was really, really interesting. Then we even got a pretty interesting endgame where he was down to 3 pawns for the piece, and it's like you'd probably rather have the pawns, I think, when you're both playing on not much time, because you can just push it. Yeah, it's difficult with the piece, but it was good. I enjoyed the game. It was a good scrap.
Your fans are all coming in now, Alex.
Thanks, fans.
Okay, right. Well, interesting tournament and obviously a tiring day, I should imagine, at the same time, because we did notice that of the 28-29 entrants, that not everybody entered for the Blitz the next day. So if I go, that was a rapid play. So now we've got the Blitz championships. So this is it was over 11 rounds, and we had 25 entrants. Sorry, yeah.
Is it 20 games of chess in 2 days?
Yeah, 20, which is quite a lot too many, I'd say.
But okay, this was the...
Joe came second, did he?
Yeah, well, Joe and Greg, but yeah.
Okay, so 10.5 out of 11 for Jose again. Only half a point dropped. Congratulations on another championships. And then Joe and Greg second. And then Alex third with 8 out of 11. Well done, Alex. Or fourth, shall we say.
Yeah, I mean, not so happy with that one, to be honest. I mean, against, Fatala having a full rook against me. And I was like, I can't take it because he'll back rank me. Because his queen was on a6 and I had a weak back rank. But I have a pawn on a2. It's just a free rook. And I just didn't take it.
Oh, no.
And it was penultimate round as well, so that was a bit annoying.
Oh, right.
And also, I was a pawn down against Jose, so I think he probably would have got me eventually, but it would have been fun, and I gave him a piece to a knight fork as well. So it's I know it happens in Blitz, but I just get so infuriated playing. When you blend pieces and stuff.
I mean, I think it's fantastic, though, isn't it? We've got all these players, some people here with no rating, be able to be in a tournament with everybody else as well. Quite like it. There's more than 20 players in both events, which is still, makes it a decent event, doesn't it? You get some good games, but okay, you've got to beat the lower rated players as well. And if you don't do that, then you get dragged down. So a load of chess going on at the moment. And Alex, how full was it? Was there, because there was a junior tournament going on at the same time, right?
You get the junior tournaments in a different room, so that's next door. So I didn't go in that room at all. But I would say there was, room in, because it's the same room we have the Welsh championships in, so there's plenty of room in there. But we were quite spread out, so it was decent conditions, I'd say.
Well, congratulations to Yaroslav Shahorodski for winning the under-14 championships with 4.5 out of 5. Danilo second and Oliver third. Emma is the top girl and only girl, I believe. But that was the under-14 championships, and I'm pretty sure there's the under-12 and under-10 championships as well.
There was, but they're not on chess results.
So what happened?
Oh, are you asking me?
Yeah.
Oh, no idea.
Oh, let's have a look at the Welsh Chess Union website to see where the results are.
They happened.
They did happen. They did go on.
Oh, yeah.
So who is the under-12 and under-10 champion? I've not seen anything on Facebook. Have you?
Be good if it was somewhere, wouldn't it?
Yeah, I'm saying this in a little bit of jest, actually, for those watching, because I know it's not always easy to tell. But basically, we do need some sort of reporting structure for these events. because it's not always easy to find them. And if you do want to get involved in that, in helping either write reports about events, taking photos, obviously with permissions, of course, and trying to get some sort of reporting going on just of what is actually going on, then that will massively help. Because there was also a tournament before the Welsh Championships, a high school tournament. Do you remember me talking about it? The high school and primary school tournament.
Yes.
Who won that?
Oh yeah, I forgot that even happened.
Nothing's on anymore, is there? No.
Yeah, so we just need something to, I don't know where it would go, what it would be like, but we need some sort of storage of these results and just a mini report on what's gone on. And to be honest, I think it's a case of looking around for everybody to help out in some respect with that. So if you can do whether a mini report on a tournament you went to or sending the photo to somebody else, then it's something that should happen, I think. And it should actually be something that's encouraged. We're not going to force people to do it, of course, but encourage people that run tournaments to do a mini write-up and report of their event. But maybe that's me just having a rant, guys, or am I justified in my ranting?
No, I think so. I mean, I think, you need people to do stuff. I'm pretty sure if anyone wrote something sensible, put it together and sent it across to Peter Bevan, he'd whack it straight on the website and everyone would be able to see it. But if people aren't sending results, pictures, reports through, like, well, what do you expect?
Yeah.
Because I mean, I assume Peter is in the same boat as us running the website, going, well, actually, I don't know who ran these tournaments, therefore, who won the tournaments, therefore, can't put results on.
Yeah. Well, there you go. If you want to write a report on your event, send it in to Peter. I'm sure he'll publish it on the latest news section. So that would be a really good idea. Was it in this room, Alex, the Rapid and Blitz were taking place?
It was, yeah, but I can't find myself in that photo.
You're there. That is the top of your head.
Oh, I'm playing Greg. They must have been quick taking that photo.
Yeah, well, I just got some more photos from Harrison. Thank you very much. And he's got a lot of them labeled, so I thought I'd just load this one up just so people could see what the room's in. That's from the Welsh Championships, though, from over Easter. And I think we have another one as well of the whole room. Well, I don't think even that's the whole room. I think you can actually go a bit further back, right? That was literally probably about.
Is that you finishing up?
No, no, I'm stood up, so he's just arriving. Yeah.
Was there any point sitting down?
I played 7 moves.
I played 7 moves. Hang on a minute. Who was I? Who was I?
You played the Rocket.
Oh, so I wasn't much longer. Is that my mug on the end there? Is that my mug on the end?
Who was I playing? Which round was it?
Yeah,
was it round
that's Rudy.
3?
Or did we? Round 4. Round 3. Round 3. You're playing Tim.
That's my mug. You're there.
Oh, it was the morning. It was in the morning, wasn't it? Yeah.
You're there, Johan. Sure you are. Okay, well, we'll close that down and look at some other stuff. So just a quick look at the calendar then and the ratings before we move on to any other business. So I think the big thing is we've got a nice little star here for May the 11th. Wow, apparently there's a new Blitz event, guys. So if 20 games in one weekend, Alex, was not enough for you, then here we have the Battle of the Immortals. It's been called, and I believe it was heavily advertised over the weekend. Is that right?
It was, yeah. It was. I'd heard rumors that it was going to happen before. This is the first time I saw it like properly announced, and it sounds like nothing I've ever heard of before.
I mean, I think this is. I don't know. What do you think, guys? But it does seem that there's a lot more events being trialed out at the moment.
What's the idea behind it? I don't really get. Why?
I think.
Oh, did you?
I don't know.
I thought you mentioned something.
I think it does help out the arbiters to get some kind of arbitering norms if they do some round robins. I think quite if it needs 30 players, I'm not sure, but I assume so.
Okay, well, let's click on it then because we're talking specifics. So obviously this is clearly the picture that's been used to illustrate the Battle of the Immortals. I mean, they must be. They can't be human if they're immortal. Maybe, I don't know. Obviously, in Bridgend, which is where the South Wales International is usually held at the Heronston Hotel, and entry fee is £5 if you pay in advance, £10 on the day. 3 minutes plus 2 seconds.
Which is very good. We should point out,
that is fantastic, actually.
Just the Welsh Blitz on the weekend would have cost 20 if you didn't pay the rapid. So that was 20 for 11 games. Here you get a lot more games for a £5. So.
But okay, we'll come to the regulations later on. But you have to be Welsh and FIDE or registered with Wales, basically. We'll look at entrance in a second as well. But let's have a look at the timetable. And this is the shocking thing, right? Because you have to scroll down for the timetable. Oh no, you don't. Okay, sorry. It starts at 9:30 in the morning, and you finish at 6 o'clock, shall we say, when that game's finished. 29 rounds of blitz chess, 30-player all play all. Who came up with this as a way for them to get their norm? Wow. Seeing as the Welsh Blitz Championships just happened and we got 23 players for that, 25 players for that. Didn't make 30 for the actual championships.
But it did clash with junior events. So I guess the
did.
hope is that juniors will play this.
Okay, so it did clash.
I mean, I think only juniors can have the energy to play this, right?
I don't know.
Juniors and Rudy.
If I was living down there,
it.
I'd enter.
Yeah.
If I was down there, I'd enter.
Thinking about it, they'd have a better shot of winning, wouldn't they? Because they'd have the stamina to keep going.
Yeah.
Have either of you ever played in one of these? I know you actually arranged one or whatever, but have you ever played in one of these 24-hour things? Online?
No, I'd love to.
I played in one. I'd love to do one again at some point, but my eyes actually started bleeding at the end. It was I was so tired that I couldn't I actually couldn't see properly for a few days afterwards. So it was a bit.
They do it a lot in Europe, don't they? I believe it's a much more of a European kind of thing where they just kind of get into some square and just play for 24 hours non-stop.
I don't know about in person, but on League Chess, I think they do it every quarter, don't they?
They do online, and then you can go in and out. But Jose was telling me that he's played the 24-hour one in person somewhere in France, and he said, "Well, it was worse. They did it in groups. So then, by the time you get through your group, you're then playing all GMs in a row for a couple of hours before you then move on to something else. You've been playing maybe for 10 hours, you're sleep deprived, and they give you a whole load of GMs or something in quick succession." He said he loved it, so yeah. And see, that's 24 hours. So in comparison, this will be a doddle.
Yeah.
But I already know if I play, I already know what happened. You turn up and you go okay, whatever, and they'll give you the pairings because it'll be random. Round 29, Black against Jose. And you just be by that point you're just done, and he'll be there, won't he?
What happens if somebody withdraws midway through?
You can't.
Well, you clearly can. If somebody is taken ill, they're gone, right?
You're not withdrawing. You just, I guess, lose by default. You're still.
Oh right, okay. Well, okay.
It's the same as in a norm tournament. You technically cannot turn up to the game, but you're not allowed to withdraw, right?
Right. Well, 29 player all play all. That is, I don't know where this has come from. Maybe a bit of advice to the people organising these tournaments, because I would, if I was living down there, I would love to play in it. I think it'd be great. But maybe consult the players and see what's wanted. Might be better, because I know that Blitz Chess is really good and a lot of fun, and maybe it's kind of trying to engage in the casual player, maybe. But I actually think that casual players actually find it harder to play Blitz Chess because they're just dropping pieces left, right, and centre. And so maybe just a normal weekender, but then again, I guess that takes over 2.5 days.
Well, there's WCPL on Sunday. You can't do that.
Oh, I see. So they just wanted a one-day thing. Okay. But that, I think, then is a problem with the WCPL, really. It should be either 2 games or...
Just to suit you?
Yeah. It should be 5 games in the weekend, so I can come down
Yeah.
and play in it. That's what it should be.
When they've asked the captains how they want the format to be for next season of WCPL.
And what did you reply?
I'm not a captain.
Well, what did the captains reply?
I think we were quite happy with the format as it is.
Okay, well, there is, if they do get more than 30 entrants, by the way, there is actually a reserves section. So the top 30 rated players will be in the top section. The rest will be in the reserves. And you've got to get your entry in by May the 7th. Otherwise, you can't go in the championship section unless it's obviously still not completely full. And it's also FIDE rated as well, which is quite good. I think that's quite a positive thing. Do you think anybody's entered yet?
Yes. Rudy.
Well, they maybe have. But
People have entered. I know.
They have entered, but they just haven't updated it yet. So this is, hang on, it's called Blitz Armageddon now. Well, it was Battle of the Immortals, wasn't it?
Can't decide.
Well, it's one or the other.
Okay. Well, that's fantastic that they're trying new things. I think that's really good. Yeah, good luck. I hope the event fills up, and I hope people go and have a great time playing in it. And if you're watching this and you live down there and you can get yourself to Bridgend, go and have the 29 games of chess on the Saturday and enjoy yourself, because that's brilliant. But okay, no other changes. But let's just have a look at the entrance for the South Wales International, because any changes here? Mr. Camacho's entered. Was he in before?
Yeah, he was in before.
So you're fourth seed at the moment.
Yeah.
It's filling up. 25 entrants already. How much can the venue hold? Do they have like a limit, or?
I doubt it. Well, we're not near it anyway.
What was the entrance last year?
Don't know. I didn't play.
Well, hang on. It's not going to have to be that far down here, is it?
Well, further than that. Come on. There it is. 35.
Oh, my computer's going
Who
slow.
won it, actually? Who won it last year?
Mr. Wells?
Boswell.
Boswell and Chatterbashev, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Because Boswell beat Corneve in the last round.
Yes.
And Chatterbashev beat Ket.
Come on, load. Okay, we'll come back to that. I'll let it load over here.
You fancy your chances of winning it this year then, Alex?
Well, I mean,
President's been
says-
set last year.
I should beat Jose at some point, right? Like, my record against him, like, he's 4-0 against me in Classical, and I've got one draw in Blitz, and he beat me Rapid. So, like, if I keep playing him, I can't lose 100 times, right?
Mm.
So, I mean, now I've said this, he's probably going to withdraw in me because he'll be scared.
He's gonna watch this back, and he's not going to be scared. He's got a 4-0, up against you. He's going to want to play you.
He's watching it, just shaking his head, isn't he? Like, who's this guy? Like,
Yeah. Yeah, it would be good if Johann Sebastian Christensen entered as well.
I'll have him as well.
Why don't you send him a message, Alex? See if he'll come over for it.
I don't need competition, do I?
No. True. Okay, so that's the tournaments, and okay, we're not really doing any tournaments after August, so therefore no need to continue there. Let's have a look at the ratings. Down here, all new. And I guess there's not many changes, Alex, because we haven't played. So
Well, there's been local league and stuff going on.
Okay. I'm only -5 at the moment. Yes, staying over 2,300. That's the big one. So new, different. William Francis, the biggest gainer. I think he was last time. Patrick Bourne in second. Josh McKenna in fourth for gaining, though, which is not bad. Most played games, who do we think it's going to be?
Oh, Stephen Williams must be.
Steve Williams, Johan? Or
Yeah, I agree.
he is. He's putting Josh McKenna in his place, look. However, a certain somebody was looking very happy having his photo taken. Mr. McKenna was. playing. Looks like he's playing against the Sicilian Dragon there, going for an English setup. But he's had his photo taken. I think he was doing his best concentration face, knowing that you're having your photo taken at the time. So I've got to look serious. But yeah, he is such a poser, right? So that's. I'm sure you can have that photo, by the way, Josh. I don't think Harrison's too precious over it, but we'll get it to you. But yeah, in second place at the moment, Steve Williams doing a great job. 61 games played. Sam Duke's in third and fourth. Alex, happy with your performance so far?
Still plugging away. I got an extra one on Wednesday. I'll be up to 40 now as well, which I think hasn't gone. So Mr. Ket will overtake me.
You're going to break 50?
By July the 1st? Yeah, I will. Probably not by much, but just about.
Cool. Well, that is the ratings then, and that's the section over for this. So, guys, what else do we have to talk about tonight?
Well, I did have a game from Title Tuesday, which was really embarrassing. You've
have you seen enough embarrassment?
Well, quite.
I don't think so, but you know.
I mean, it will only take probably about less than 1 minute to show.
All right,
go on then.
Let's see. I didn't play Title Tuesday because I had a league match this week, and because I don't know people, I don't know how strong they are, right? And I've just had a look at our it's been put online or whatever. It's actually mental how strong the teams were for this league match. So on board 5 of our team, 22-41. And board 5 for the opposing team is 21-35.
So that's nothing compared to the London League. Have you seen the big historic match that happened this week in London?
No.
So apparently for the past 22 years, Wood Green have been champions of the London Chess League.
Oh, right.
And they put out 7 Grandmasters and 1 Candidate Master as their 8 boards. They were up against a team from Hammersmith, which were a couple of IMs and then maybe a couple of FMs and then unrated, untitled, sorry. And the Hammersmith team won 4.5, 3.5 for the first time. So for the first time in the league in 22 years, that's the first time Wood Green have been beaten.
Wow. Okay,
so that time
would win the league, but
yeah. I think Gary's right. Actually, we should look at that afterwards. So yeah, I will load that up, Gary. Too. Thank you very much for that. A great reminder. But yeah, go on then, Alex. Let's have a look at this. What's going on here?
This debacle. So it's round 2 of Title Tuesday. I played this GM round 1 and sort of ground down, but gave a decent game. And I played this IM who I'm pretty sure I played before. And
I've played him a few times.
Yeah, I think he's a regular. And Title Tuesday, obviously, you mess around a bit with openings because you want stuff to be in databases. So sometimes I play this A6 stuff. You went Bishop C4. And I was like, well, that's stupid. I'm not going to go B5 with the tempo.
You're winning. You're winning, aren't you?
No.
He went Bishop takes F7 check. Well, I was like, don't need to think about that. And he goes Queen H5 check. And I was like, oh, what? If I go G6, he's going to go Queen D5 check, and he's going to win my rook. And I go Knight C6 and I trap it, but I can never win it, so it's pointless. And I was like, well, I don't want to play a rook down against an IM. So I thought, well, I thought if I move my king, he goes D4, I have G6. My position's horrible, but I thought my king might be okay on G7. So I went, okay, so I went King F6. And he went Queen F5 mate. So what's worse? I've got checkmate in 5 moves. This game will now be in the database.
It's good. That's the thing, though, isn't it? The game's in the database now, though, isn't it?
But I think
you'll have no respect forever.
Someone will go to prepare for me. They'll see this and they'll be like, no, just close laptop down, right? I'm not going to waste time preparing for this guy.
Did you add Tamas as a friend after that?
I did not add Tamas as a friend after that.
Did he add you?
No. He did not. He doesn't know. I've played him 4 times apparently, and it's 2-2.
2-2. Wow. So he probably does respect you a bit then.
Well,
Well,
you're probably wondering how he lost twice to me. Now. You probably thought I was cheating for those two. If this is how I play. But anyway, that's my contribution to the stream.
Oh, thank you, Alex. Anything to show Johan at all?
No, nothing.
Okay, well,
No,
I will
nothing interesting.
Nothing interesting. Obviously, we could talk about the candidates just briefly before we have a look at some news of what's going on. Thoughts on the candidates, Johan? Obviously, you know about these top players just a little bit better. Has that podcast come out yet with Caruana or not, or is he?
I haven't seen. No, I think he's probably still recovering, isn't he? Yeah, like
People talking him down from a bridge or something.
Yeah, I think he's going to be absolutely gutted that he messed that up, right? Because he's always going to be thinking, oh, what would have happened in that blitz playoff or whatever, or rapid playoff, and he would have been favourite for it. Because Gukesh is a bit dodgy in quicker time ratings, so he would have been quite a big favourite probably.
I think in rapid, if it went to blitz, 100%. I think in rapid, Gukesh would have been all right. I mean, I know he doesn't play online, does he? That's the thing.
Well, I think Caruana is a slight favourite in rapid and a big favourite in blitz. So you put those two together, he probably was going to win. So, because if you know as well that you're a big favourite in blitz, you can just hold in the rapid. So,
I think the thing that you can read into it though is that obviously it's a 14-round tournament. It's only one game a day, but it's just purely exhausting for these players. And chess is a game of stamina when you come into a tournament like that or the World Championship match. But just the ease of which he could have won that last game. I think there was one point where he could have just moved his rook forward one square and then just taken the pawn, and it was just simple. It was just simple chess, and these two put clear connected pawns up. It's just an easy win. And it
made me feel quite good. I don't know about you guys, but it kind of made me feel a lot better about myself. Do you know, like when you sometimes mess a game or you play a bad move or something and you're like, oh, how on earth could I do that? And it's like that. Literally, he's probably the best player in the world at the moment. And if he can't finish that off, then I feel
gives
better
us hope,
myself.
right?
Yeah,
it gives us hope. But it also shows you that obviously these Title Tuesday games that are being played so perfectly, you can't really correlate the two, can you? Surely.
Yeah, it's mental, isn't it? It's amazing.
Okay. It is crazy, but I think actually you mentioned tiredness. I don't think it was tiredness that did Fabi. I think if he was, I don't know, on 50% or something, he wins that game. It's because what I was riding on it. It's like he just couldn't handle the pressure more than actually being tired. Well, I think it's crazy that if he can't handle the pressure, who can?
I think it's also like this. I don't know if you find this as well, guys, but like there's certain opponents, and when you're playing them, and if you know that they're resourceful and they're a pain in the arse to beat, right, and you're winning, I think you are more likely to mess up against them. Like, do you find that there's certain players you're beating them and you think, they're gonna just roll over now? But like Nepo, he had a big reputation by that point of the tournament, especially like. He was just getting crap positions all the time and defending them. And I think that puts extra pressure on your opponent every single move. When you've got a better position, you're trying to find that absolutely perfect win and stuff. So it kind of, in itself, that's a good, that kind of works.
It's weird though, because it was like he made a lot of decisions which you automatically wouldn't make, like Bishop H7 rather than Bishop C2 coming back. And then, there seems to be some very simple things that he could have done. It's almost like his head just went.
Bishop H7 was super weird, right? Because do you you just put the bishop 2 squares in front of a knight, so it just dominates it. It's just something you automatically do in blitz, like without thinking. And he did have a few seconds left to make that move, but
we should probably, unfortunately, load up a board actually, because this is pretty gutting for Fabi, but I'm sure there'll be a report on it somewhere, right?
Oh, I think it was
game, yeah.
I think in the modern age, actually, you get it less published. You just see more of the video clips now, because you know how it's like TikTok and Instagram these days. So I've seen the clip of him saying, "I'm really sorry, my fault," like hundreds of times. It's everywhere.
The video
it's
of it,
kind
yeah.
of a weird reaction, really, isn't it? I find that really weird because it isn't, right? Just it's your opponent's fault. It wasn't really luck or anything.
Yes. Okay. So let me just put my screen on. So for those at home, this is just a chess.com article. But it's like here, just this move right at this point here. The knight's attacking the bishop. You don't want to separate your two pawns, the F and G pawns. You want to keep them together because connected pawns are just going to win easily. So the most natural move here is to put the bishop on c2. But for some reason, this H pawn must have just got in the back of his head or something, right?
It's just so weird because you just want to control that knight and just put your bishop on c2. It's 2 squares in front. Job done.
Yeah, the domination.
I mean, you can understand. Bishop h7 does make sense to me because obviously you're thinking it helps. Oh, you lose the cheap pawn immediately.
Okay. Yeah, because and now the knight is just and apparently.
And also, he had ages, right? Like King a2 is so. I don't know. I think maybe it's just hindsight or with the computer or something, but I don't know. It's just so obvious. Like the King a2 is better, and he just got his extra half an hour. It's really weird that he played King a1.
And yeah, it's just so gutting. I actually thought there was a time earlier than this that was actually better. Actually, where was the situation? They have not got the full game here. Why have they not got the full game?
You can scroll through the game on the tab you're on. I think you could just.
I couldn't go back. It didn't let me. We should also mention as well that Tan Zhongyi is actually the champion for the women's event too. She won it pretty much with a round to spare, but you got a draw in the last round to confirm it. And she was a 1.5 clear actually as well. So well done to Tan and well done to Gukash as well. Have they got all the games at the bottom? Maybe?
I'm glad you said that because everyone just ignores Gukash. Like if you watch the commentary, everyone just thought it was like the Fabi Nepo show, didn't they? Like people go, it's gutty and Fabi missed out, and literally no one mentioned who won it. It was
his game was good though, right? Gukash's game.
He played well.
I mean, I thought Nakamura fell apart personally. He just didn't have anything, did he? Didn't have any firepower whatsoever. All this talk, this bravado, he just didn't bring anything to the table in this game. He's white against Gukash. He's got to win, and he just had nothing.
I mean, I think he's probably lucky that Gukash didn't need to win to get some situation because I mean, Gukash just
he didn't push hard, did he?
He was like very much no risk, wasn't he? But if it was win on demand, I think he'd have had a great chance. But
well, I guess that brings us on to the next question. Okay. Zhu Wenzhen will have to play against Tan Zhongyi. So they're both from China, so they'll probably take place in China. But Gukash versus Ding. Predictions, guys? Or
Well, I hope Gukash wins, but I don't know. It's not a definite clear cut. He's probably favourite, isn't he? But I hope Gukash wins. Be good.
I think Gukash will win. I think
Yeah.
India will put so much in. And I mean, not saying China won't, but I just feel like the Indian chess community seems really together. And I think they'll build in such a great team for the event.
I think
that's the thing. In the candidates, they were split over 3, right? So, like, you get the other Indians probably even chipping in and helping him out and all of this as well, rather than them all against each other. So,
I don't know. I think it depends on which Ding turns up.
Yeah.
Well, we need a very old version of Ding. Like I think even the Ding from the Nepo match, I don't think was good enough.
Oh no, the Ding from the Nepo match would lose to Gukash.
The Ding
2019 Ding would beat Gukash.
Pre-COVID Ding, absolutely, yeah. But, we're talking. That's 5 years ago now. That's how long. Yeah. If somebody's been playing badly for 5 years, you don't expect them to come back.
Is this maybe pre-leg break then?
He broke his leg pre-2018.
Oh, did he? Oh, okay.
Because I tripped over him on the 2018 Olympiad when it was crutch on a minibus.
Did you?
Yeah. He wasn't at our hotel, but I was going to a different hotel. And he was on the minibus.
Bet you were.
And he had the seat at the front, where I tripped over his crutch.
Ding versus Bullen.
Didn't apologise to me, though, did he?
It's the next chess boxing match. Okay, well,
I'd have him.
moving on, guys. Just to get your
I'd love to see that. That would be brilliant.
Actually, sorry, the first one that I wanted to share was actually this one. Oh God, what's all this? Which is that apparently BBC is to revive the huge chess show. Popularity soars due to the Taylor Swift and the Queen's Gambit. I actually
Wait a minute, what's
have
Taylor Swift
heard.
got to do with chess?
Well,
Yeah,
I don't think she actually does. Have either of you two heard about this?
No.
Well,
Alex,
I
do you know?
tried to read the article to understand how Taylor Swift was involved, and it was just waffle, really.
Well, apparently, right. I only realized this after resharing it. Apparently, Lula Robs tweeted that Taylor Swift spoke about the London system, or her lyrics had the London system in it, and about it being a bad opening or something like that. I don't know what it was, and she tweeted about that. And I think Malcolm Payne or somebody has basically taken that on face value and reported that it's in here, that it's in the lyrics. And I think she's just talking. She's just singing about London. I don't think she's singing about anything else to do with chess. So I think it's actually just completely uncorroborated fake news. However, it's an article on chess. More advertisement for us. I'm not going to complain about that. But they're basically saying that there's this massive push at the moment. Obviously, the English Chess Federation, which is so far away from Wales, has got a cash injection from the government. And now there's going to be a new TV show from the BBC, which of course is purely English. It is, isn't it? BBC purely English?
Well, I doubt it, because I have to pay for a TV license. So.
Oh, right. So we are actually involved in that then, perhaps. But I very much doubt that we'll be involved in it at all.
Oh, you already know who it's going to be. Bodana will be on it. Shreyas Royal. You know the ones, don't you?
There's
Malcolm
no point.
Payne will be on there.
Of course he will. We have Stuart Conquest probably.
Oh yeah, it's the same old. The favourites will all be on there, aren't they?
Do you know Danny Gormally will apply but get rejected?
Short.
Nigel Short will apply and get rejected. No, he's probably not allowed back in the country. I don't know, for whatever reason. But okay, and basically there's a new chess program. Well, not new. Sorry, it's actually coming back, isn't it? Apparently, does anybody remember this chess program? Yeah. Hang on. So I'm just going to read the chat for a second as well. But it's coming back, called Chess Master, and there's going to be 8 players or something like that. You can apply to be on it. So everybody here can apply to be on it. So I'm going to put the link in the chat for you all. So send in your applications if you think that you've got a good personality, and they can reply back and tell you haven't.
John, this is why you need to apply.
They're me. I mean, they're not going to have me on.
They love sort of like one of those. You need like a villain, don't you? A pantomime villain.
Yes.
I could do that. I could do that very easily. Yeah. Talking about smashing up these kids or something like that. I don't know. On the chessboard, that is, on the chessboard. So actually, what actually is it? So it's an 8x30 series. What does that mean? So 8 episodes of 30 minutes?
Yeah, I guess.
Probably, yeah.
Okay. Well, it's been commissioned by Catherine Catton. She's the head of commissioning. Well, that's a good thing that she's doing the commissioning. Factual entertainment and live events. And a few other people too. So yeah, apparently it's the fastest.
6 million regular players in the UK. Is that true?
Well, there's some notes and sources here. So apparently the English Chess Federation have said that chess is the fastest growing sport in the world.
Well, it's not a sport, so that's failed immediately.
Yeah, we're not meant to say that, Alex.
Well, no, if it's a sport, where's our government funding, which would be entitled to automatically from being a sport. So you can't have it both ways. So
I like this next quote because it's both. It contradicts itself. So it says, chess was the most watched game on Twitch in 2021. But then it goes on to say that chess.com announced PogChamps 3. It is happening now from February the 14th to the 28th. The first 2 days already reached a record number of viewers, making chess the most watched game on Twitch for a short time. So actually, the first 2 days made it chess the most watched for a short time between February the 14th to the 28th. And therefore, they concluded that chess was the most watched game on Twitch in 2021. Yeah, maybe it was a quote from that time. You might be right. Yeah, thank you very much, chat. But I just thought it was quite interesting. Chess is the most downloaded app from iPhone Store in February 2023. I did not know that, but that's according to chess.com. And apparently on
they're
one
doing
day,
well, aren't they? Chess.com do it very well.
yeah, 6 million regular players in the UK.
No, I don't think so.
How many members does the ECF have?
Not sure. I mean, I guess what's your definition of regular? Does that mean they've played a game of chess in a year? And then I could believe 6 million, but not regular.
I mean, 6 million. That feels like an astronomical number. Even
That's
if we
what,
got
1
to
in 10, 1 in 11 people in the UK?
Yeah, because what are we? 70 million?
1 in 11. It's not 1 in 11. 1 in 11 don't even know the rules, I reckon.
Yeah, I agree. So I don't know where they're getting these numbers from, but hang on. FIDE published a YouGov survey over in 2012 saying that 85 million people in the UK. Oh, sorry, 6,035,000. So in 2012, that's from. So not even now. That's in 2012.
Well, I've never heard such rubbish in my life, but we'll go with it. Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, it's impossible, right, to get this exact. They take a small sample and multiply it out.
Yeah. Okay. So there's some interesting claims here and interesting facts, but I think we'll all agree that we're very happy for this to come back on our TV screens and make chess more popular. But I think the biggest thing for us, as I make us a little bit bigger, is that we really want to capitalize on this boom in chess and try and get as many people involved in it as possible. Not people that don't want to be involved in it. People just need to be aware of what events are actually going on in communities. And the more press that we can do for people in Wales or even just people anywhere, really, just to get involved, I think we should be doing that, both online correspondence, online blitz chess, whatever it might be, and also in-person chess as well. We just need to shout about what we're doing. But that's my seriousness over for tonight. Final thoughts, guys?
I've got nothing further to add.
Thank you, Jan.
Hey, he turned up, but he's made a bigger contribution than he sometimes has.
Well, I'm glad that was what we got to. Thanks very much, everybody in the chat that's been active as well. We'll see if you want to get involved in trying to obviously make chess more popular in some way. Then please send us some emails. Anything about what's going on in your area. We'd love a photo. I think we've got a couple of photos just to end with. So the Welsh champion, Mr. Kozizek, there he is, smirking, very happy with himself, and did play very well in that last round to win both games.
Nice it's nice he had a photo taken because obviously everyone else had gone home by that point.
Yeah. Yeah, I was still driving home.
I remember the days when you had to make a speech after you'd won it.
I know.
Really?
And people would present it to you. You'd have to make a little speech, and there was always quite a lot of people there to see it.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
If they made him do a speech, I would have hung around. Yeah, that was well good.
Just in case you haven't seen the mug.
I don't understand the logistics of it now because maybe the round was earlier or something. But yeah, it was really weird because I remember watching that a number of times.
Yeah, I remember.
Did you make a speech when you won it, Johan? Or was it before?
I think it was the first year that it didn't happen. So it's
oh, you won. They thought we don't want this guy speaking. We're not
So this is the mug that we were gifted, just in case people haven't seen. There's me, Alex, and Johan. Thank you very much. Great present. Thank you very much for that. But I'll leave you with a picture of myself and Alex analysing Johan's game. Analysing Johan's game when he had king and rook versus king and bishop.
Oh.
I'm pretty sure that's from then. I'm pretty sure we're looking at it thinking, what on earth is he doing? and we're upstairs and they're downstairs.
Masterful end gameplay is what that was.
God, that was a disgrace. But okay, thanks very much, everybody, for watching, and we'll see you all next week. Bye-bye.
Bye. Bye.